Great morning, beautiful spiritual brothers and sisters. Happy November 18th, 2025. This is the glyphosate guy, the quote-unquote general of the U.S. Clean Air Force and passive and residual income while you sleep as a pro-network marketing coach, Danny Zen, coming to you live from the Northern Hemisphere. Listen up, block up the next 15 minutes or so you can learn how to put some money in your pocket. The title of this video is Total Time Freedom, since wealth and money is actually measured in time and not in money. So if, let's say, for example, you need to have all of your basic bills, all that stuff, mortgage, rent, phone, food, the whole nine yards, is, let's say, $5,000 a month. If you can make that passively and or residually while you sleep, you essentially have total financial independence, assuming that you have paid off all your debts. Okay, so for those that don't know me, this is how I look like. Okay, and in order for you to be able to afford some of the things that I'm going to show you, and briefly I'm going to go over 3 things that are sabotaging your testosterone, which is the subtitle of this video, Testosterone Tuesdays. And also, this is, by the way, happy sunrise number 681, okay? So you can control your schedule and not miss out on this valuable, important time of the day, according to retired brain surgeon Dr. Jack Kruse, which resets your circadian rhythm, activate your hormones, and begin the production of melatonin. Actually starts in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, when the sun hits your eyes, the benefits of between the sun and your eyes and skin, according to Dr. Jack Kruse, you derive about 70% of the sun's benefits from it hitting your eyes. Only 30% is through the skin, if memory serves me correct, okay? So it's all about the eyes. The eyes is both a camera and a clock as well. Make sure you visit my Circadian Biology 101 for Dummies resource guide as well. I have a link in the description below this video. And since sleep is also the foundation for both physical and mental health, and it is one of the 3 things, by the way, that is sabotaging your testosterone. If you're not getting good, deep quality sleep, that's actually also when we have our what is it called, human growth factor is produced as well, and that tanks and goes down as we age. Okay, so if you want to have better sleep, make sure you grab a copy of my How I Solve My Sleep Problems, 30 Tips to Fall Asleep, Stay Asleep, and Wake Up Totally Feeling Refreshed. I've got some issues with some of the images there, so if this link isn't good, or the images, just go to tinyurl.com/ better than any sleeping pill should work. Okay, again, put a better than any sleeping pill after the tinyurl.com. Another link that should work is Stop Counting Sheep. Okay, tinyurl.com/ Stop Counting Sheep, so that you can have your human growth factor maximized and optimum recovery and testosterone levels. The second factor that's undermining your testosterone, whether you're male and or female, okay, females also have testosterone, don't forget, and that is the terrible and insidious blue light, especially man-made artificial blue light coming off of all of these electronic screens of ours, okay? You are totally underestimating its effects on your human biology, your mood, sleep, hormone production, your satiety levels, blood sugar, insulin levels. You absolutely need to block it like the plague. It is a lot worse than artificial sweeteners, junk food, okay, all that stuff. So make sure you learn about all the harms of artificial blue light by visiting my quote-unquote PowerPoint by going to tinyurl.com/ Blue Light 101. Okay, again, that's tinyurl.com/ Blue Light 101, where you'll learn about one of my partners called Viva Rays. They're the world's best and first 4-in-1 circadian or blue light filtering eyewear made by Rudy Nassau of Canada. They're very stylish and versatile because they've got a magnetic clip. You can clip on the day, the midday, nighttime, and even ultraviolet transmittance, which is extremely important, okay? You actually don't want to get all those UV blocking contact lenses or eyeglasses, believe it or not, despite what the ophthalmologist tells you, okay? That's the truth. You can take that to the bank, okay? So go to vivarays.com/how to die of nothing, where you get a discount, and that's V Victor, I Israel, V Victor, ARAYS.com/how to die of nothing. And be sure, if you order it, to forward me a copy of your order confirmation email so that I can ensure your order ships out ASAP, so you can start having better sleep and not suppress your testosterone, okay? Forward it on over to that email that you see there, dct3@cornell.edu, D Delta C Charlie T Tango the number 3@cornell.edu. Then leave me a voicemail at my landline number that you see there, okay? If you want to supplement or replace your income, have a side gig, and do some meaningful work, okay? Become a free Viva Rays affiliate on my team. Just go to fill out the form at tinyurl.com/ I think it's promote Viva Rays should work, okay? tinyurl.com/ promote Viva Rays. And another thing I forgot to mention in terms of the sleep messing up your testosterone, if you're not getting sufficient and quality sleep, it's actually the other invisible things that is harming us, and that's invisible, non-native, or man-made electromagnetic fields that could be radiating up to 8 feet from the wiring behind your walls, floor, and ceiling, okay? Go to my learn more about EMFs on my electromagnetic fields for dummies resource guide. You can either visit the Linktree that you see there, Linktree/EMF for dummies, or go directly to that e-guide by visiting tinyurl.com/EMFS. So there's an S after the F for dummies, okay? Again, tinyurl.com/E electric and magnetic F field, and the S Sierra FORDUMMIES. If that link doesn't work, you can also visit bit.ly/EMF for dummies, okay? Bit as B Bravo, I Israel, T Tango, $ly/EMF FORDUMMIES. To learn about also one of my partners called Satic USA, okay? With their UL listed EMF protection, power factor correction, surge suppression, and total harmonic distortion reducing devices. Already helped over 100,000 individuals and businesses worldwide, okay? You can also go to my shortened Satic USA affiliate link to save 10%, which is tinyurl.com/Satic USA. That's T Tango INYURL.com/SATIC USA. If you want to share the benefits of these devices, especially if you're an electrician, building biologist, maybe a home inspector, or a home, working in the home improvement space, or just, a wellness influencer ambassador, be sure to join my Satic USA team by filling out tinyurl.com/share Satic USA, okay? Another thing I forgot to mention in terms of having total time and money freedom, so you can, earn your monthly expenses passively and or residually to achieve financial independence. As always, recondition your thinking about how to earn money by having a mindset shift by watching Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant concept video at least 100 times at one of those 2 links, okay? And then you can view my document titled How to Own Your Life. This is the 4 legal ways to earn money in America. If this is new to you, something I wish I would have known when I was growing up in the Miami-Dade County public school system, I definitely would not have gone to a 4-year Ivy League school. You can view my How to Own Your Life document if you badly want to have time freedom by visiting that link at the bottom, or go to tinyurl.com/more hammock time, okay? tinyurl.com/more HAMMOCK time. Be sure to schedule a complimentary time freedom coaching consultation if you meet certain criteria and have high standards, okay? Highly self-motivated, great attitude, energetic, obviously ethical, and ideally entrepreneurial and well-connected, okay? A lot of people like and trust you. So I get to go to work for you. That's my cell phone. I don't text, so you can also leave me a voicemail at that number. If you're outside the country, call me at that toll-free line there, okay? The other thing, very quickly, that is sabotaging your testosterone is the invisible active ingredient in the Roundup herbicide weed killer, which, by the way, I should know better. I should not be standing barefoot on this grass. until I get my condo association to use a far safer product that my friend markets. But anyways, make sure you get a copy of my potentially health and life-saving e-guide that's titled Glyphosate Testing, Exposure Prevention and Detoxing by visiting that link that you see there. I'm still looking for a business partner that wants to help me build the world's first network or multi-level marketing company, all centered around the testing of, preventing exposure to, and detoxing of glyphosate, the world's most heavily sprayed herbicide, and a public health crisis and existential crisis number 2, in my opinion, after 5G. Okay, please contact me because I know that's a stud of a business idea for sure. If this link doesn't work, you can also visit tinyurl.com/ I think Detox Roundup or Avoid Roundup should work, or Detox Roundup 101. Okay, or bit.ly/detoxing roundup. I'll have a link in the description below this video. The reason I have all of these multiple shortened links is because they're on Google Drive, and Google's been very naughty in censoring stuff, so I might be banning them as a preemptive strike instead of them banning me. So that's why I have got some of these copies on my other like Proton Mail drives. Okay, and you can watch videos on my glyphosate and GMO guy Brighteon video channel by visiting that shortened link there. Again, if you can help me to monetize, scale up all of the things on this document, contact me at 786-441-2727, okay? And again, this is a public health crisis. This thing took me out, almost killed me, probably causing some of my Asperger's syndrome as a 47-year-old adult male. Anyways, the more you know. So those are the 3 things that could be undermining your testosterone on this Testosterone Tuesday. And then 2 random things from my upcoming mind spam book titled How to Dive Nothing, that is related to toxin avoidance. You want to get into the habit when you can to not consume any browned and definitely not any blackened food, even though this is actually a certified organic sourdough bread from my local Costco. I was very impressed. I just saw it. I guess that's a new product. So this was a 2-pack of organic sourdough, truly sourdough leavened bread. And I take off the crust. This is a little OCD, but not really. If you think about it, these things will age your brain, cause oxidative stress and inflammation. So you'd never ever want to eat browned, like on your toast, and definitely not blackened or barbecued, charred food. That's for sure. Just common sense, ladies and gentlemen. Please be responsible for yourself, no matter how tasty it might be. And God forbid eating deep fried foods like I used to growing up the first 22 years of my life. Shrimp tempura, what is that? Fried onion rings, all that kind of stuff. Even deep fried ice cream, although very tasty, definitely causing inflammation for sure, and planting the seeds for dementia. By the way, I'm actually thinking of starting a nonprofit. It might be called something like KIDS, KIDPS, KIDPS, and that would stand for Kids Interested in Dementia Prevention Skills, something like that, okay? I just randomly came up with that because the teaching of Alzheimer's prevention needs to start that young, ladies and gentlemen, because as Dr. Dale Bredesen, an expert on Alzheimer's prevention, says, these things start decades early in life, okay? Just like my mild cognitive impairment started when I was in my 20s, actually earlier. We also need to educate the youngsters at the ripe young age of 8 years old, seriously, okay? Because their brains are very plastic, and hopefully they can have better habits and choices, decisions, and greatly extend the longevity and wellness of their precious brain, okay, which is connected with their minds. So that's my 2 cents in terms of that. And it is, again, National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month for the month of November. The second toxin avoidance tip I want to say is from my upcoming book, and that is try your best not to eat any canned foods, even if it says BPA free. My suspicions is that might actually even be worse, because every time you try to think they're so smart, they cover up, they put some other lining on the can, so maybe if they'll put something other substitute instead of BPA, put something else, might actually even be more harmful than the original bisphenol BPA originally, okay? I don't have any evidence. I'll have to go ask Mike Adams, the health ranger, or others that are in that space that can actually test for the contaminants in canned foods. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, try your best if they have the option of glass bottles, jars, to always go with that instead. And of course, no packaging would be even better. Plastic might actually be better than canned food, in my opinion, as long as you don't heat up that plastic container, obviously, like in a microwave or in the sunlight, okay? This isn't the best sardines, although it is in a glass bottle. The reason it's not the best because it's smoked. If you had watched one of my previous videos, I quickly mentioned how you never ever want to eat smoked foods, no matter how tasty it is, because it is actually definitely a carcinogen. Will plant the seeds for cancer down the road, that's for sure. Just watch other people's YouTube videos about that, okay? And then lastly, let's see here. I think that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I hope this helps you to have total time freedom and make a decision to build your own dreams versus somebody else's. By the way, I forgot, happy National or Global Entrepreneurs Day. According to the website National Today, November 18th is Global or Entrepreneurship Day, okay? And then secondly, it is also World Antibiotics Awareness Week, according to the website, again, National Today. Instead of having antibiotics, it might make sense for us to believe in the terrain theory. There's Louis Pasteur's germ theory, saying that caused, communicable diseases. And then there was a guy named Beauchamp's terrain theory. Terrain basically meaning either the earth or our own, microbiome in our gut. If it's strong and healthy, balanced with good microflora, then it doesn't matter what kind of germs affects you. Tell me if that makes sense or not. So that's why you need to get great sleep so you can have a strong immune system, okay? And then it doesn't matter what kind of germs is out there in the environment, whether it's a pandemic, this bug or that bug. So that's what I say to World Antibiotic Awareness Week. Forget the germs, just have great microbiomes, eat a ton of prebiotics, eat certified organic, make sure you earn a ton of money so you can be able to be in a financial position to do so, okay? That's my 2 cents. I think that makes logical sense. So we got it all wrong. It's all about the terrain theory is more important. That is my firm belief, okay? So you like I said, earn a bunch of money, eat certified organic, get all your prebiotics, certified organic asparagus, your leeks, okay? You can listen to the gut fiber author, whatever, Will Beshevic, I think his name is. I forget his book called. Just go to Google that. Okay, I haven't read that, but yeah, increase your intake of fiber. Okay, resistant starches. You can Google that, what that means. And soluble and insoluble fiber, whether from organic oat bran, organic wheat bran. My favorite cereal, Nature's Path Smart brand, that has a whopping, I think, 16 or 17 grams of fiber per serving. But anyways, that's it for now. Take care, everybody. Let me see here. That's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful day. And lastly, as always, since it's urgent to counter climate change, sea level rise, and the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that somebody else will save it, make sure you visit this site at the bottom to also earn much higher ticket commissions on higher ticket items and earn an average $7,000 when you help an American with my 15 core energy upgrade and self-reliance items. And this happens to be the world's first network or multi-level marketing company, all regarding residential energy conservation, efficiency, and renewable energy. Complete no-brainer. We'll be the next unicorn billion-dollar company and decentralized energy platform to disrupt the energy industry, okay? Go to onehouseoffthegrid.com. Be sure to schedule a complimentary net zero energy off-grid consultation and to apply to become one of my what I call utility bill freedom consultants while we are in pre-launch. Fill out the Google form that will be on that Linktree site, okay? Anyways, take care, everybody. Let's go do this and change the trajectory of your life. Any burning questions, want to be an investor, a CEO of my One House Off the Grid, board member, just contact me at the end, any of that information there, okay? I don't check emails regularly, and I don't actually use Skype. The best number is that 786 number that you see there, okay? Take care, everybody. Peace.